After awakening from a coma following his brutal victory over Conquest, Mark wastes no time returning to the battlefield when the Viltrumites launch a sudden assault on Thalascria, targeting Thaedus. As chaos spreads across the planet, Thrag reflects on Argyll, vowing to honor him by crushing the coalition of planets once and for all. From the wreckage, Thaedus realizes a traitor enabled the ambush, but before he can act, General Craig delivers a nasty backshot. Reinforcements arrive as Alan and Zag join the fight, but Anissa intercepts them, overpowering Zag until Thaedus intervenes. While Alan clashes with Craig, the situation looks grim, until Nolan, Mark, and Oliver arrive. Nolan slams into Anissa, while Mark and Oliver tear through a Viltrumite warship, shifting the momentum. Thrag, alarmed as Argyll's remains slip from his grasp, orders a retreat. Thrag retreats, unwilling to risk more. The enslaved forces surrender, and under pressure, a captured alien reveals the Viltrumites are regrouping on their homeworld for a counterattack. As Thalascria slowly rose from the ashes of war, Thaedus gathered the coalition's strongest warriors and addressed them with urgency. He revealed that many former Viltrum Empire worlds had already turned to their side, shifting the balance of power. With that, he posed a final question: were they ready to take the fight directly to Viltrum itself? Mark, Nolan, Alan, Battle Beast, Oliver, Space Racer, and Tech Jacket stood as the chosen few. Though Nolan intended to remain behind at first, the group prepared for departure, only for Thaedus to halt them, explaining that traveling by ship would make them easy targets. Instead, they would enter Viltrum another way. Upon arrival, they were met with a grim truth: Viltrum was no longer a thriving world, but a tomb, its orbit filled with the remains of its fallen people. As the team advanced through the eerie field of drifting bodies, danger revealed itself instantly. A hidden Viltrumite ambushed Thaedus, Thula, demanding answers. Before she could press further, Battle Beast struck her down with brutal force. It became clear their presence had already been reported. Moments later, Thrag himself emerged, leading the remaining Viltrumites into battle. Chaos erupted across the void as allies clashed with enemies at full force. The fight quickly spiraled into brutality. Space Racer returned with a secret advantage, the Ragnar creatures, now freed from mind control and unleashed upon the battlefield. Still, Thrag remained composed, confident that space itself would finish what they started. Around them, battles unfolded in flashes, Alan tearing through enemies, Tech Jacket holding the line, and Mark and Oliver struggling against opponents far stronger than expected. Even Oliver's aggressive attacks failed to phase their enemies, highlighting the terrifying resilience of pure-blooded Viltrumites. Realizing brute force wouldn't be enough, Thaedus formed a desperate plan. With Space Racer's weapon capable of piercing a planet, they would destroy Viltrum itself. As the battlefield raged on, Thaedus, Mark, and Nolan broke away, racing toward the planet's core while their allies fought to buy them time. Space Racer fired, tearing open Viltrum's surface and exposing its core. The three plunged inside, pushing their limits as the unstable core threatened to collapse in on them. At the last possible moment, they succeeded. Viltrum was destroyed in a catastrophic explosion that sent a shockwave rippling through space, knocking fighters on both sides unconscious. In the aftermath, silence fell, brief, fragile, and deceptive. Thaedus regained consciousness first, attempting to rally what remained of their forces. But before hope could take root, Thrag rose from the devastation completely unharmed. Fueled by rage and grief, he declared vengeance for Argyll and, in a single, horrifying motion, decapitated Thaedus. The act shattered any remaining morale. Holding Thaedus's severed head before crushing it, Thrag made his message clear: the war was far from over. What followed was pure despair. Mark, overwhelmed and believing Oliver to be dead, charged at Thrag in blind fury, but his attacks barely left a mark. Thrag dismantled him effortlessly, mocking his strength and resolve. Nolan joined the fight, driven by both rage and regret, finally admitting that his love for Mark had made him stronger, not weaker. But even together, they stood no chance. Thrag revealed the truth of his power: he had been bred and trained from birth to be the ultimate Viltrumite. Against him, they were outmatched in every way.